Alrighty, guys, we are back. It would help if I unmuted myself. So get ready to crank up the excitement because we got an absolute dynamo in the house tonight. This streamer isn't just your average entertainer. They're a burst of pure energy, a tornado of enthusiasm that's about to sweep you off your feet. Known for turning every moment into an adrenaline-packed experience, RocketFit is the human embodiment of high-octane entertainment. From heart-pounding lifts to infectious laughter that can light up the darkest corners of the web, this streamer is here to elevate your spirits and keep you on the edge of your seat. So whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer to the party, fasten your seatbelts, grab your favorite snacks, and get ready to be carried away by the whirlwind of fun that is Rocket Fits.
What is up, party people? How we doing? That was probably the
What's up,
nicest thing
Rocket?
anyone's ever said about me. Can I get that just as like my intro to my stream from now on?
Oh, yeah, done.
Yeah,
I will
highlight it. Easy.
Yeah, we'll
Needs
highlight
like
that for you.
needs like a little reverb and then some like some big drums in the background, like boom boom bucka dum boom.
That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we can do that.
There you go. All right, I'm hiring you. Send me your Fiverr link.
Yes! Ben, we're making money, buddy. We're no longer going to be poor.
We pay rent again.
Yeah, so guys, we got Rocket Fit here. You guys may have seen him from the last time we did a Garage Gym competition, and people loved your segment so much where I was like, okay, we have to bring him back for round 2.
They were like, bring him back, bring him back.
Yeah, dude, people were shouting. They're like, so is Rocket Fit coming back? Where's Rocket Fit? Rocket Fit carried the stream. Joe, you smell weird. I was like,
I don't know about all that. Joe, no.
I was like, okay, that's...
The weird part was the story you told me when you were at the supermarket and some like 60-year-old lady came up to you out of nowhere and was like, you better bring Rocket Fit back next time. I think that was the best thing. I was like, you were into powerlifting? What? No.
Yeah, she grabbed my shirt, lifted me up. She's like, you better put Rocket Fit on. I'm like, okay, Mary Lou, damn, relax, chill. So, Rocket Fit, we always like to have our commentators talk a little bit about themselves in the beginning, talk about what they do, and, just kind of give the chat a little synopsis of your life and things you got planned.
Of my whole life. Well, okay. Well, let's off. My quick elevator pitch is my name is Rocket Fit. You can't see it right now, but it says Rocket up there. I'm a fitness trainer from San Diego, California. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I usually pick up heavy shit and put it back down. But compared to a lot of these competitors, I don't pick up very heavy shit at all. I really got into fitness. I was in the United States Marine Corps for 10 years. It is Veterans Day. Yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday, so I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to represent veterans that are into fitness. It seems like a lot of veterans go one of two ways when they get out. They either get really, really fit or less fit. And I'm happy to be able to I'm happy to be able to carry the torch of being able to stay fit, stay ready, stay lethal. But yeah, my stream's all about just lifting. It's trying to make fitness approachable for anybody. I don't take myself very seriously. I enjoy working out a lot. I want other people to see that it can be fun. It doesn't have to be intimidating. It can be something that you can make a part of your life and really make big changes to your life. Because I really believe that like good physical fitness and working hard on yourself physically actually leads to exceptional mental health, and it really raises your like mental health. And I think that that's really important. So again, we just try to have fun, lots of like dancing around, lots of music. There's probably a ton of yelling most of the time, and it's just a good time. So I'm happy to be here. I just want to give a quick shout out this weekend because it is Veterans Day. All weekend, I started yesterday and going through tomorrow. I'm doing charity streams for a veterans charity called Fisher House, where what they do is they build multifamily comfort homes near VA medical centers and military hospitals so that veterans and their family have somewhere to stay free of charge while the veteran or their family member is undergoing procedures at the hospital. So I don't want to pull anyone away from here, but if you guys feel so inclined and want to be able to donate, please consider heading over to my stream at any point this weekend. Tomorrow, it's actually my birthday on Tuesday, so tomorrow I'm actually streaming for 12 hours. So I will literally be on the entire day. And if you feel so inclined, please come over and donate what you can, because it really does go to helping veterans directly in kind of their worst times, So I think that it would be greatly appreciated if you guys could donate. So with that, we can go into the programming.
Well, let's say first of all,
awesome.
happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Happy early birthday, and good luck on the marathon streams coming up. It sounds like a bunch of exciting stuff.
Yeah, you got a lot of things planned, and You said that they can head over to your channel to donate to the charity. Is there a link for it or a button?
Oh yeah, let me there. Well, there's a command, but let me pull up the link really quick. I wasn't prepared.
That's okay. Uh, we're not prepared either. I'm literally fixing things on the fly.
So you're fitting in very well right now, Rocket.
Hey, improvise,
got
adapt, and
this
overcome. Right? That's the slogan.
Yeah. The first message I got from Joe today is like, the camera's not working. The cameras aren't working.
Also, good morning.
I can't
Yeah.
see anything. You want me,
But
do you
yeah,
want me to
guys,
post it in the chat, or do you want me
Rocket
to
Face, he
just
does a
DM it
lot
to
of
you?
good charities here on Twitch. You run the Murph as well on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And you've raised quite a bit of money doing that and really shed some light on the veteran community here on Twitch.
Yeah, and there's a huge veteran community here on Twitch. It's kind of crazy. If anyone's ever heard of like Regiment, it's actually a veteran stream team where I think they have something like 18,000 members. It's pretty wild how many veterans there are here on Twitch. Like streaming for me is a really great outlet, and I know for a lot of other veterans, especially ones that deal with post-traumatic stress, people that deal with like physical limitations due to their service, that sort of thing. Like streaming and video games and fitness, it's like a really accessible thing that they can do, and they can express themselves. So I think it's a really great place. And the Memorial Day Murph Challenge was something I thought of a few years ago, and I think at this point we've raised, so the last we've done it 3 years, 2 years for charity, and I think we've raised over $10,000 for for veteran organizations. And this past year we raised, I think, just over $5,000 for the Fisher House. The year before it was over $5,000 for the USO. And so we're just kind of going to be doing that every year, trying to make it bigger and better every year, and just trying to get more people involved. So it's pretty exciting. It's my one huge event I do every year, and it is amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome, Rocket. Yeah, I like I said, I always like bringing you on, not just because you're entertaining, knowledgeable, and again, just because I really like you a lot. But you always have a good cause every time I bring you on. It's always like a very selfless cause, and I like to support that as much as possible.
Oh hell yeah, man! I mean, I've been blessed. Like I've been blessed in life that I was in the Marine Corps for 10 years. I came out of it relatively unscathed, like with mental and physical ailments. And well, I just want to give back. I just want to like support other veterans who did sacrifice more, who really did, because I truly believe that the sacrifices that our military members make really enable us to have the lives that we have. So I just want to benefit those guys as much as possible whenever I can.
Cool. That was a great segue into our lifts now. Thank you, Rocket. Dude, I'm feeling inspired right now. Ben, how you feeling? Let's go.
I'm ready.
Can we get like wait?
I'm missing my sunglasses. That's the thing. I don't have the protection from the UV gain haters, but
the
Rocket's got his
haters.
Yeah, I was telling Ben I wear sunglasses on stream just because of all the RGB lighting around me, so I don't blind myself every time I turn my head.
He's just lost his gym. All right, let's look at our first lifter on Rocket Fit's segment. Bet number 16.
Number 16. Numbers are don't worry. I'm doing it. Can I highlight this? That makes it so much easier. Bofin.
Oh, yeah. So guys, as Ben's looking up this person, the way we've been doing this, literally 5 minutes before the start of the stream, I was like, Ben, by the way, I'm going to need your help on this. Here's the list of everything. Figure it out. He's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, 16. Injured endurance athlete who found lifting while waiting for surgery. Their favorite cheat meal is tuna steak with chips and fries.
Tuna steak?
Tuna steak. That doesn't sound like a
That doesn't sound like cheat meal. That sounds like something I'd eat on prep.
It's like a steak from a tuna, like a big one, not like a canned tuna, but like if the fish was prepared by
I would do that.
Adult chef.
Yeah. Wait, is tuna
as opposed to the children's chef?
Is it different than just normal tuna? Like what makes it a steak?
Instead of it being like shredded and like canned, it's like they're like they take those big those giant knives and they're like and then
what was that sound effect again?
Yeah, what was the sound effect? Let's take a look at the list.
I saw a YouTube video once. That's what I saw. That's how I know it works.
And everything works. Look at that, guys.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yes.
Calvin, correct. Calvin helping us. It's like ahi tuna, and so it's like a steak from tuna. It's like it's
Yeah.
it's a full whole piece of meat as opposed to like the ground beef version of what we have
Yeah,
is
yeah.
shredded stuff in cans.
Shredded,
So
shredded, canned, and in light water. Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
That works
injured
out.
endurance athlete found weightlifting and built up as a I guess a way to work through that. A lot of times if we do have something that kind of changes our fitness direction, it's
Mhm.
you can kind of find a pivot and the personal fulfillment and enjoyment of like pushing your body in a newer different way if that becomes what's
Yeah.
available to you. So
First of all, I'm already
100%.
impressed that they were injured and found lifting while injured.
Yeah, usually it goes the opposite route. So yeah,
Yeah, you injure yourself. You injure yourself while like lifting, and then go and do endurance stuff while you rehab.
exactly. All right, let's take a look. I think we got a squat here
Let's go.
first. Yeah, there we
Let's
go.
go.
Oh,
Love that. Locking the bar in quick. Let's go.
third attempt, 100 kilos.
So that's like 220. Let's
Oh,
grind it out.
nice.
Yes. Yo, that's a big squat.
It could be the
Stabilize
camera
movement.
angle, but that was a far walkout.
I think so. I think it was only a couple steps, but it looked like a little further than you'd think.
you look at those that particular style of rack too. The J hooks are kind of they're these giant V's, and you actually need to move out quite far to be able to clear them, so you don't hit them on the way
Mm.
up.
Yeah, I think my commercial gym.
Oh,
Push
wait.
it.
Whoa.
Let's go. I think
Nice.
my commercial gym that I go to from time to time has like racks like that, and it's like the actual weight is like so close to the uprights
Yep.
that if you're
Mhm.
too close to it, it's so easy to bump it.
Yeah, you hit underneath, and it kind of like will then shift you back. The bench looked like the elbow alignment got a little bit wonky, and the bar started drifting towards the belt line, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
a solid recovery from it.
Lifting
Looks
with the knee wraps too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Solid pull.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh, with the-
disrespect
with
that
the-
weight.
The CrossFit
Just
drop.
throw
we
it
call
down.
that. Wait, well, we got more?
Oh no, it's on a loop.
Oh, it's looping. I was
loop,
like, what the
okay.
heck? They're unstoppable. Endurance like crazy.
I did all my weights twice.
You know, I have these exact same shoes. How funny. These are good shoes.
I think it's just the camera angle there that makes it look like super far.
Yeah, it
Is
looks
it-
like you're
Only like a
super cool walk.
two-step walkout back in. If it was like 3 or 4, you'd be like, are you okay? But I want to see this again. You look the way to stick with it if the bar kind of starts drifting down towards that belt line. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
you see the
that
hands
wrist
dip forward?
angle. And so you can see the elbows kind of wiggle underneath and sort of catch it.
Yeah.
But that lift would have
Good,
been a
so-
little bit easier if it didn't kind of start doing that little drift. You're able to keep that alignment, and then your elbow and your forearm are in line with the weight, and not instead. Basically, she had to do like a forward, like an upright row to get that
Yeah.
back on track.
Could
someone's
she
trying
have
to pull
like
sheets.
could she have avoided that by maybe getting a little closer grip so that her wrist stayed a little more over her elbows? Do you get what I mean? Like like where bring your elbows in a tiny bit.
You can
And,
adjust. You can adjust where the grip is, but in general, it's where your hands are shouldn't affect the alignment. It just comes down to like the comfort of like that upper back, and then
Yeah.
making sure that the elbows are tracking on the way down. You'd think of it like you're pulling the bar down instead
Yeah.
of just unlocking your shoulders and letting it go down where it wants to, because it's going to try to go to the center of the earth to like rejoin mother gravity. And so sometimes just
Mother
that
gravity.
making sure that it's just kind of falling forward like this a little bit, and you want to make sure that you're
Yeah.
pulling the bar down and meeting it with your chest, and that gives you that better alignment, and then you're able to push back up.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if the hands were a little too wide, it causes you to flare your elbows out a little bit more. Which would, if you have like a limited range of motion at the bottom of the movement, when you come down, in order to kind of get it to touch your chest, you kind of have to maneuver your hands a little bit, which could kind of throw
the shoulder can lean forward. Well, something
Yeah.
that can happen if you're flaring out that it's going to really start taxing your pec mobility. So like if you have mobile
Yeah.
enough pecs, you can get all the way down there. But
Yeah.
if you run out of that space, the shoulder will start to kind of lean forward like that, and it can definitely contribute. I would say it's less about So it's less about moving your hands like universally and more about for
Yeah.
that individual person's like the amount of range of motion that they have access to with stability in that pec.
Hmm.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I would just notice that it was like really right at the end, right when
Hmm.
she was kind of getting down to her chest where it kind of made that movement. I was like, maybe it's trying to overcompensate for like a little bit of a lack of mobility, but it still looked really
Hmm.
good. I'm
Yeah,
good
the
catch
Yeah.
ability to stick
by
with
her.
it and fight through.
Hmm.
Like lifts are gonna look different for a lot of people, and if it ever sounds like we're nitpicking, it's more a matter of like, oh, these are some things that if you were to focus on and to work on, it might allow you a little bit more stability to keep building
Yeah.
what you're building.
Exactly.
And
So,
also, side note, um, these benches are terrible. Look at this
oh yeah.
split right here.
Oh yeah.
You,
There's like
you,
a little trick I do when if I bench press at like a commercial gym. I
mm,
take one of these bands, one of these little like ring bands or whatever,
yeah.
and I put it through that hole and then wrap it around, and it creates like a little like rubber patch on there, so I can because they're also
Mm,
usually really slippery. So if you leg drive on them, you tend to kind of slide backwards a little bit,
Mhm.
yeah.
and it creates like a little like traction spot for your like upper back.
That's
So
actually a good tip.
if anyone's ever dealt with that at the gym, carrying one of these in your gym purse is like really beneficial because you can wrap it around and create and just create a little bit of like friction there so that you don't slide backwards. Because Lord knows the scariest freaking thing in the world is when you're like in like mid bench press and you just slide back, even if it's like a half an inch.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Even it just all of a sudden you're like, oh, all of my like muscular and skeletal support is gone all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and yeah, and
You're like,
I'm gonna
Jesus, take
drop
the
200
wheel.
pounds on my face. Yeah. So, but
Um,
yeah, I hate those kind of benches as well.
yeah, Calvin says, you say run here on chat. He says, my bootleg version of doing what Rocket is saying is just putting a yoga mat on the top half of the bench. Yeah,
Yeah,
another
a
little
yoga
Yeah, there
fix.
you
mat,
go.
the mini bands. If you have like the entire premise behind A7 bar grip shirts is that
Yep.
it's having some sort of adding friction to not so great gym equipment, and that
Yes.
usually
Hmm.
includes like the really slick vinyl benches.
Yeah. Well, and especially because those things, I mean, they've had like thousands of people benching on them, and whatever texture they did have at one point
Hmm.
is now just like a slip and slide.
Oh,
So,
yeah. And they're usually covered in sweat, too, and not your own
oh
sweat.
yeah, not your own sweat. I mean, I wipe my
Clean your
stuff
gym
down
equipment.
before I use it.
Yeah, clean your stuff. Don't be grody. Don't be
Yeah.
grody.
PSA: clean your shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I like the little thin belt here. Very like
Yeah.
CrossFit-esque.
Mm-hmm. I love how she gets her hips real low on there. She's not like doing the kind of like straighten the legs and then hip hinge it up.
Yeah, it's a very like nice compact movement. Everything's moving together. I
Yeah.
will say this. I don't know her injury, but when I first hurt my knee and started lifting weights again, I would always wear some type of wrap, some type of brace around my knee, even on deadlifts. Ben,
Hmm.
I'm curious because I remember you yelled at me for something very similar. What's your
Was it using
take?
was it using hand wraps?
No,
No, he yells at
I
me
don't
for a lot
remember.
of things.
Yeah,
But
I'm like literally trying to go through like what have I yelled at Joe about recently? What is
so,
the
but
most
what's
like
your take on the wraps?
uh if you're doing something to add stability to a joint post injury, I don't have an issue with that. If you're wearing it as a normal thing, I would just consider. So this is not a correction. This is a consideration. When you're doing heavy deadlifting, anything that is going to add friction to the front of your
Mm-hmm.
body might interact with the bar. So I'm imagining if somebody was to like wrap their knee, that you have little pieces of the fabric
Yeah.
that is intentionally going to be kind of Imagine putting those nice little bands that that Rocket was trying to put on the bench to not slide around
From
and
a
then
gym
putting
purse,
those
yes.
on your knees instead and then try to drag something up over it. It's the opposite of the desired effect there if you're increasing the drag or the friction or something to
Mm-hmm.
get caught on it. Especially on something like a deadlift where the knee extension is less of a challenge. The bottom position of a squat, we wrap our knees because we're going from the deepest flex position that the knee basically can go, and we're trying to return to that extended spot. And so we want something that's going to kind of snap that joint back into place in that extended position. It's not really as necessary. The deadlift is a little bit more of a hip dominant movement, and more knee flexion is not necessary or really the goal for it. So there's not a problem with wearing knee sleeves or knee wraps with it, but it might increase the drag of the bar on the way up, along with having not as much help on that movement as you would get out of a squat with the same gearing equipment.
I can also see there being an issue like in your starting position of a deadlift, because really those wraps are like trying to straighten your leg, right? So you're actually having to to get down really low into like a starting position. I could see someone having an issue because you're fighting against the wraps to get down there. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Like whereas like on a squat, you're using them to kind of help you return to that like standing position. Whereas if you're getting all the way down into a deadlift position, you're fighting against them. So it might just cause like some undue fatigue actually of like getting down. I could see that being an issue for me.
Yeah, squat and bench have a loading portion of the lift where it's like you're starting from a full extension, you're going down into a flex position and then having to return to it. But deadlift, you are the one responsible for the loading. It's one of the reasons you don't see as much of a carryover in equipped lifting from like if somebody's wearing a squat suit or a bench shirt. You're able to wear something that's tighter and is going to like kind of load all of the kinetic energy itself from the weight being lowered. But the deadlift, you are the thing lowering yourself to the bar, and it's only one portion of the lift. You don't have a negative to kind of load that equipment. And so like Rocket's saying, you're going to have a harder time getting into a better position if that's the norm. Totally,
very insightful.
Still something that you can do. There's nothing wrong with it. I want to make sure that like none of this is coming across as corrective and that you are doing something bad or doing something wrong, but just a consideration. Deadlifting with assistive equipment is usually not as helpful as it is for those other two of the power lifts. And ultimately, if you're training regularly, I would personally forego having extra assistive equipment on the dead, because usually I find it more cumbersome than helpful. So
great. Okay.
Dope.
So thank you to Gemma. Gemma.
I'm gonna guess Gemma.
Thank you, Gemma. That was a great submission. We're gonna move on to our next lifter, number 20, Ben. He's
number
a 19-year-old male from. It doesn't say from where, but we're gonna say the U.S.
From Gainesville. Come on.
He started powerlifting in his junior year of high school by joining the club. There's a powerlifting club. What?
Yo.
Led by the
like
one and only Eric Cordero. I actually don't know who that is.
It's Eric Cordero. Of course.
Oh, okay. Through the club, I got to compete various times at local meets and eventually high school nationals. Nearly 2 years after, my initial interest is still keeping me going. I've been feeling stronger than ever. One key to my success is being able to stay consistent, as I struggled during the busy school years. But once I got the chance to lock in and keep it consistent, I saw progress I never expected to achieve. And I think that's important to note. A lot of people, when they start weightlifting, they're like, I want to just get jacked. I want to move cars. I want to do the hundo. I want to eat pizza. all those crazy things. But as you start lifting, you start realizing like, oh my God, I'm actually training my mental resilience. I'm training the discipline to continue doing stuff when it's hard. And like, you'll start to notice that you're a more motivated individual, and that leads to more happiness, I find. So I'm really happy that he put that in his
literal adversity. It's literal adversity, like friction you're having to overcome. And
yeah, it's manufactured. It's great too, because you don't have that do or die situation, but you still get the benefits.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look here at Kevin.
That's a very clean whatever room that is, by the way. Like
Yeah, we got a combo rack here. We've got that
A
is
sketchy
those
couch.
are like
a casting couch.
those are official kilo loaded plates there. You have the 25s and the 20s there. Can't it doesn't look like it's an Alico bar, but it's probably you can see how thin the bushings are on it. If you look on the other the end side where the plate is,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see how thin that is. That's a one
Oh, you
inch.
said bushings. Sorry.
Yeah, the bushing. And so basically what that is it looks like a comp standard bar. This is a competition setup in a combo rack. You see that it doesn't have the full cage. In it, they use that in competition. They'll bring it in. It's easier to move in and out. You can the bench slots right into there, and it's a lot easier to adjust the height because you use those little levers on the front to pick the weights up and down. So those are on the squat pins. Below them, you can see the bench J hooks there. They have little rollers on it, so you can move the bar back and forth. This is a competition-esque setup, so they're taking it pretty seriously.
Oops, sorry. Ignore that. We're having. Is the stream still going, guys? I just got a notification that it dropped.
I don't know. You guys sound like robots.
Yeah, we're moving.
I'm not sure,
We're
I'm not sure if it's me or something else.
Okay,
We're
we're gonna blame
moving
Rocket. Okay.
It looks good to me.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at this lift. It's a 352-pound all-time personal record. Let's see if he hits it.
I'm probably getting some weird encoding stuff. Thanks, Calvin. Appreciate that.
I think we're Gucci.
Ooh. Oh! Dude, way to fight it.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, dude, pound it. There we go.
Let's go.
176.
Yep, always fist bump your spotters. They're trying to keep you alive.
Yeah, not unalive.
Really?
What is
clean
on his
movement.
face?
Yeah, that was. I feel like he could have easily done
War
more on the
paint.
bench.
Nice.
Let's go. Notice
Did
how he
he
didn't
grow a
use
beard?
scarves,
What
too.
was that?
Yeah, really,
Grow a
really,
beard?
really solid, smooth lifting here with the Sabo shirt. You don't see that a whole lot in the States. That's That's one of those fancy SBD belts too. A Fabrizio.
And he sinks it too.
Yeah, wearing those weightlifting shoes with the raised heels, so he has a little bit more natural dorsiflexion coming in. His knees can push
Honestly,
forward a little bit more.
Very impressed by like his shoulder mobility there too. You don't see a lot of guys able to grab the bar so close to their shoulders and still be able to like lock it in without like chicken winging back really bad.
Mm.
This is a great bench. That was a great
Yeah,
bench.
he had more in the tank. I know it.
What is this? What is this? If you're in chat, you got to tell me what this is.
Maybe he's got a face tattoo. We didn't notice it.
It almost looks like a henna tattoo or like some war paint going out there.
No, I think he
Yeah,
fell
that's
asleep
the
in
thing
the
when you-
gym, and his gym bros mess with him.
You never know. They might have traditions at their gym. Like you hit a PR, you get like a temporary face tat.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. I'm
They
not here
call
to
it the
judge.
Tyson.
Calvin says he thinks it's a Jujutsu Kaisen reference.
Oh.
Maybe it's bringing out your inner anime. I got you, bro.
Yeah. Anime. Good stuff.
Also
Dude, that was
seeing here, by
3
the way, that's
PRs.
what it says is an all-time PR, and it says the 419 deadlift was a Halloween PR, so probably
Oh, there you go. He had face paint on for Halloween.
probably.
Oh yeah, guys. You're gonna see a lot of costumes here because this was submitted during Halloween time. I forgot.
There you go.
It's all coming together, guys.
There
we got
go.
it. Live
That
stream.
makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, he squatted 352 pounds. He benched 176 pounds, and then deadlifted 419 pounds, all for PRs, all-time PRs. So, good job to him. That is
And
impressive.
if this is the high school club setup, by the way, that's a pretty awesome like setup for a high
Yeah.
school club. We used to.
Hey, ma-
Ours was in a cage with a bunch of rusty old crap equipment that the plates didn't weigh what they were supposed to weigh. This is kids these days.
I was gonna say the building itself looked kind of like industrial in a way. Like it kind of looks like they were just like found in a building and we're like, let's just put the rack and everything in there and get our.
Let's just
record,
get like really, really nice equipment and put that in there.
In the
But it makes
sketchiest
sense if
place.
it's out of school. It makes sense if it's out of school. I mean, they probably have like
Yeah.
a basement or a.
It looks
Like
solid.
Well, I'm happy
I
that
like it.
schools are having powerlifting clubs. Like at my school, we didn't have clubs. We had gang members at my school.
I
so
was gonna
it's
say
nice
Joe's
that,
gonna make a gang,
Those are
gang
clubs,
reference.
kinda.
He's bringing it back.
Those are kind of like clubs.
yeah, there were
in a way.
forced clubs.
Yeah, different kind of club.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
By the way, guys, thank you for the raid. We're gonna be reading chat sporadically. If you have something super important to say, just keep saying it every now and then, and we'll get to it.
Oh, dude, I just noticed we all have beards.
Oh,
Boom.
Yo,
Oh.
I don't usually have a beard. This is what makes it so special.
yeah, you did that pretty fast.
Yeah, dude, this is like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of beard growing. right
There
here.
you go.
Whoa.
I got yeah.
I shaved this morning. No.
Same.
Actually, I didn't have a beard when we started, but I sneezed a minute ago.
Yeah.
This is
Oh
why-
man, all my
this is-
follicles just they got
Oh, the
forced out.
testosterone.
Yeah.
All right, next
I just
letter.
wanted to point out that I'm cool and have a beard.
You were cool before you,
are
had a
really
beard,
cool.
but it definitely adds +2 to your charisma modifier.
Yes.
Give me a number,
I can do
Joseph.
this.
Number 22, Ben.
22, Logan.
Yes.
Oh, Logan.
Logan. Maybe the whole bit is that I just can't read. This is the first time doing any sort of lifting competition. First time testing
calorie
true 1 rep
deficit.
maxes since high school. They're
Sick.
32. Been lifting on and off for 10 years. Started. Oh god, I read piercing together. I'm like, what happened? Piecing together
Whoa.
a garage gym 3 years ago. Saw this contest while searching for a home gym. Home gym topics. I relatable. I've done that. You go through and you're like, I'm building a home gym. Let me go and look at all of the other ideas and
Yeah.
shamelessly steal them.
Yep.
Good
Hey.
motivation to keep working towards these 1 rep maxes. Usually shift to other hobbies in the summer. Love the Halloween week time frame too. Had to lift in my costume. Let's see
First
whatever.
of all, I'm kind of sad he's not Wolverine. I was hoping with Logan, I was
Logan,
hoping
yeah.
he'd come out and just be like, and come out and lift. I don't know.
Well, this is this
Is that
could be
455?
this is like original Logan, original Wolverine when he had the more colorful costume. This isn't the
It looks,
huge.
honestly, it looks more like Jubilee.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect.
Let's
We're gonna do it this
go.
way, guys.
Use all your dazzle explosions.
That's so much better. I thought it said 155 per second, and I was like, that is
Or-
not
Those
155.
are some chubby bumpers right there.
Oh! What?
Solid.
Quick note, he's dead.
Yes!
Let's go.
Let's
go.
With you put the stank on it. Oh man. 440.
Okay.
Those windbreaker pants. We're gonna lose the bum here. You're gonna see a blowout. Wait for it.
Oh,
Bzz,
man.
nope.
Oh!
Oh, let's go.
No!
Easy.
Pretty high bar position with that too. Fighting to keep the spinal stabilization.
And
Yeah,
330 bench.
330.
I like how his thing was like, oh, I really haven't hit 1 rep maxes since high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, killing it.
There's a solid,
Relax.
like, well-rounded total. Very big, strong.
Yeah.
For 200 pounds of body weight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, this is a very. It's just balanced. This
Yeah.
is a great showing in all 3 disciplines here.
Wow. I like this, though.
The look.
I don't know what he's listed
yeah.
into, but it seems like
No, I can't pause it. Damn it.
It's the Pokemon theme song. He's like,
Yeah.
I wanna be the very best. And he's like,
Oh, you
Well
guys
on
actually
your
bring up
way.
a very good point. So we're not listening to the audio from the videos because on the last Garage Gym competition, my stuff got flagged like crazy,
oh man,
and we lost a lot of videos because of that. So
that'll do
everything's muted. You can only hear us.
it. Sorry.
we
You're
can
welcome.
Sing songs if you want.
Yeah.
Rocket's got this one. Go off,
Actually,
King.
wait, Ben can sing songs. See, that's what he does.
This is your moment, my friend.
It's your segment.
Fine. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Linda Blair?
I've been waiting for it.
That's the guy from the Ninja Turtles movie back there. No,
Vanilla Ice?
you
Oh my
remember when he
goodness.
Yeah,
Vanilla Ice?
that was You know,
Go,
okay, so Joe, you know
go
my
ninja,
first
go
name is
ninja, go
my
ninja,
first name
go
is
ninja,
Bryce,
go.
right? So
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
calls me Vanilla Bryce, and
Oh,
my,
that's
my
a
hit
good
song,
nickname.
my hit song, Bryce Baby.
Joe, I need to know though. You do remember Vanilla Ice being in one of those
Oh yeah,
original
go
Ninja
ninja,
Turtles
go
movies?
ninja,
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
go
Yeah.
ninja.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
That's
No,
how
I
it's
was
like,
I've been following
Joe,
Vanilla Ice's career
I'm
for a while now.
I can't be that old. I know that.
No,
like
no, no.
you have to know this.
Ben, we're the same age.
That's why I'm concerned. Like, well, you don't remember this? What the heck?
But we just had different upbringings. You had Vanilla Ice. I had gang members, okay? It's very different.
so.
Yes.
Hey, clubs, all right? I thought we were going with clubs.
yeah, you had Key
I have
Club.
gang clubs.
I had
gang
clubs.
Yeah, I had kill club.
Yeah, show up after school. What are you guys gonna do? Some graffiti and debauchery.
Yeah, key club at your school was crazy.
Yeah, you're out here, you're like spray painting, you're tagging signs, you're like, "Tss, go ninja, go ninja, go.
Go ninja.
Yeah,
Oh.
one of these then. Go ninja.
Oh, he's got it. All right, next lefter, we have what you drawing, number 23, Ben. His name is Brian from Florida, 36-year-old male. Do you know what his favorite cheat food / meal is? It's
Tuna
beer.
steaks. Oh. Beer? Okay, that's fair.
Beer. That dude. By the way, side note: beer is delicious after a nice heavy lifting session. If you're over the age of 21 in the United States, if you're under 21, don't drink. It's bad for you.
Side note, Joe has done drunk yoga in the past on stream, and it's like my favorite thing ever.
Because he wrote beer. I hope he like Stone Cold Steve Austin some beers after his lift. I hope it's like I hope he like deadlifts, like drops the weight, grabs a couple like beers, and just like
Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
he's all out there. He's like, I lifted it one time.
Yeah. Oh, 2 times. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Been lifting for 10 plus years, but never did bench until this year, 2 weeks before the comp. Fueled by coffee, beer, and self-loathing.
There you go.
It's like this is like the inverse of Joseph. This never
I was gonna say
bench.
this is like the opposite of most people that go to the gym because most people are like, I'm gonna go bench press. Who needs to squat or deadlift? Like he's like, no, I'm just gonna squat and deadlift.
You're like,
I
I'm
love
just gonna be
the-
fine. Benching's
we don't
horrible.
have a murder chicken in front of us looming, but we do have a nice scenery. Look at this little house.
Yeah,
of,
this
Hey,
is the Kame house, where
his
Master
coach-
Roshi has trained Goku and Krillin.
His coach told him to find his happy place while he like hits his squats, and he's like, all right, it's right there.
yeah, stay centered right there. That's it.
Stay centered. That's funny.
Strong lift belt.
Oh, this sparkles.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh, dude!
There we go.
Oh. Honestly, it's rare that you see the weight actually go back down a little bit and still be able to catch it and like go back up.
First bench.
That's a pretty good first bench.
Like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago,
Oh.
Mike. They didn't warn us. Shoot her! Shoot her! Okay.
I want to know. I want to know what kind of blue weights those are that he's got. What is that? Because
Those are
I know
kilo
those-
plates right there. Those are the same like the Rogue
Yeah, is that
kilo
what they are?
skittle plates. So that's 20 kilos. Is
Yeah.
40. That's a 44-pound
yeah.
lifty right there.
Because I know.
Yeah,
Because like
these
yeah,
weights are
those like I know
beautiful.
those like those.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're great. Expensive.
Oh, it looks like he just lost his balance.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, a
not
little
wearing
bit.
shoes. I don't know if you noticed that, but
I cannot
homie
see it.
is
Ben always
bare-
looking for the feet.
barefoot in this. Look at that. Look at the calf development. My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get for not benching for 10 years.
Yeah,
It's all
that's
in
it.
you develop calves.
Again, really good bench. Looks intentional, not hitting the chest, just like one of our previous lifters.
I mean, you haven't ever done it before. Gazing into the maw
can we
of this.
get a screenshot of this and-
creature.
Can we get a screenshot of this and make it one of Joe's emotes, like just the head?
Dude, good
Oh,
deadlift.
how it shakes makes me happy.
You know, we haven't seen a good deadlift ritual though. I hope one of our lifters will come to us with a good deadlift ritual.
I mean, this guy summoned the spirit of an ancient raptor god. What do you expect? You can't get much better. Like an actual ritual had to be achieved before the lift even occurred to transform your noggin into a dino, man.
There you
but we
go.
didn't get to see it though.
That's
You know?
I think it's fair to say
Hydrate,
he
you
couldn't
bastard,
see
hydrate!
anything while he was doing that deadlift high lift.
Probably not.
So basically, he did it blindfolded, which is even more impressive.
It took him like an hour to get to the bar. Like, where is my hand goes here, my hand goes there, and he stands up with it.
Oh,
Oh man, I need to see someone summon Cthulhu before they start deadlifting or something.
oh, that would be the best, huh? All right, I'm trying to bring up our next lifter here. There we go. Ben, would you like to do the honors of introducing number 24? We're going down the list, Ben. We're back on track.
Okay,
Yes,
mint
let's
ice cream. I ruined the thing.
Wait, is their name mint
Eric.
ice cream?
No, that's a pseudonym. Eric. We got Eric. Their favorite cheap food is mint ice cream. You know, the
Ooh,
scroll
okay.
bar is really poorly placed. Software developer lift weights for fun. Very serious head injury about a year ago, and have had to rebuild all my lifts from scratch after more than 6 months away from lifting. Since then, so in a way, these are all PBs. These are post-traumatic brain injury PBs.
Oh,
There you
did
go.
he say that or did you say that?
No, you said in a way they're all PBs. So I'm saying like
I was
post head trauma.
that video you showed a clip of for a second. I was so scared he was gonna hit the baby's head on the bar.
Oh yeah, they can't see what I'm doing here.
I know. I just saw it. I was like, oh my god, was it the pull-up one? That?
Wow. Okay, yeah. Speaking of traumatic head injuries. Oh no.
I was like,
This is adorable though.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm doing
Joe
1,000
is
things in
going-
the background.
Joe is going
Yeah.
on a journey down this man's Instagram here. You just have to bear with us while we rein it back in, Joseph. Come on.
We're back.
Yeah, bring it back.
All right. Dude, I like the look and feel of this gym. It reminds me of like old 1970s Arnold Schwarzenegger gym. You guys get that vibe?
I'd love to see some like steam coming out of one of the pipes. Like
Yeah.
there's like a
Oh.
small leak, just like
I
you know.
have such a soft spot for basement gyms.
dude.
Because this is big basement vibes right here.
Dude, one of my greatest regrets of buying a house in California is I'll never have a basement gym.
Oh, it's so tragic. Okay, so we've got a really nice setup here. Actually, this is some mini action Jesus levels of
Mhm.
accessory bars and all
Oh.
sorts
Yeah.
of stuff. This is a safety squat bar. Probably it looks like maybe the Kabuki one with the long handles. Goodness gracious,
Whoa!
the amount of speed this man dropped down there. Got the monolift attachment here. What was the weight on this squat? This looks like 495. This is the rebuilding? What were
where
you
was he
doing
at before?
beforehand? Yeah, was you lifting 1,000,000 pounds? Oh, just bringing it back, 495. You know, it's a rebuilding year.
It's like first day back in the gym, guys. Let's see how.
Goodness.
Oh!
Goodness gracious.
So can we take a second and admire his flag too? I'm assuming it says "Don't curl in the rack."
Don't curl in
Yeah.
me.
Oh, in me?
So,
Okay. Yeah,
don't
but it's
curl
like
in
that.
me,
So
so
that's
don't
like a
tread
play
on
on
me.
the. Yeah, it's a "Don't tread on me," but then it's kind of got the vibe. Have you ever seen the one that says "No step on snake," and it's got like the crayon drawn snake on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that vibes, and I love it.
Well, he has good stuff. He has like the Muhammad Ali poster here. Is this Duke Nukem? What poster is this?
Duke,
That could
you mean
be
Duke
Duke.
Nukem?
It could
Yeah,
be
Duke
Duke
Nukem.
Nukem or that could be Doom Guy. Either would be appropriate.
He's got
Yeah.
Batman from the
I love it.
animated series.
It's my vibe.
Is that Michael Jackson?
This is Bruce Lee.
Same. I mean,
I think it's
can you even
the
tell the
same movie,
difference?
same thing.
Same build. Yeah. I love little Michael. Bruce.
It's just the Chinese lettering, you know, was the dead giveaway for me.
I'm gonna be honest. Discord's not doing me any favors with the encoding
Yeah.
of the videos. It's probably a lot clearer
Yeah.
on your end, my guy. Okay,
It's actually not that much clearer.
I'm watching a
Is it Mr.
stream of your stream.
Is it Mr. T up there? Too? Is that Mr. T? Is it on above the no
Yeah,
Don't
that's
worry, let me
something
step-
something lift fool. Something lift
Yeah,
fool.
I love it.
Shut
I
up and
love it.
live, fool.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
solid
got. We
depth.
watched this squat 1,000 times. It's actually really good.
The thing about a safety squat bar like that, typically it's gonna put your center of gravity like almost higher than a high bar squat. It's really challenging your upper back tightness and really trying to pitch you forward just any time you're moving. And so it's really impressive. That narrow stance too, you're getting really compact and the weight's trying to kick you forward. So his ability to fight past that and get back to that standing spot from essentially a compromised position of the implement itself is pretty solid. So
Yeah, and
well done.
He had what 5 plates on the bar, 495, coming back after a traumatic brain injury. Impressive. Most people
Maybe-
will never hit that squat weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I need to get a TBI.
I
was like, man, I
Hey,
mean,
you've
I'm
officially
just
taken
saying.
the wrong thing from this. What if we had this segment?
I'm just saying, I've never had a
Gangs in
TBI as
school
far
are
as I
really
know.
clubs, and we should bonk our noggins to
Yeah.
get strength gains.
No, Rocket, please.
Please don't.
All right, we're moving on to the bench now.
I've tried everything except for that. So I mean,
Try more other things.
Yeah. Oh wait.
That's
It
a
was-
300-pound bench here.
oh, it was he.
I literally blinked and it was over.
Easy. Yeah, yeah. Like
What?
it was such a smooth. It was such a smooth lift. It didn't even catch my eye that he
Those-
was like moving it.
So you see that one of the reasons he's able to start that so fast, he has those little monolift dropaways. As soon as he lifts
Ooh,
it,
love
the pins move away from him
Yeah.
so that he doesn't have to. It's already set up where he wants it. He doesn't have to bring the bar out to his chest.
Mm-hmm.
He just
Mhm.
lifts it and starts lifting it.
I
A
think
lift
I need
into
to
a
get
lift,
those
if you will.
solely for like shoulder health. Because I feel like unracking, especially when you do like heavy weight, having to unrack it and move it away actually puts some like weird stress on your shoulders.
Oh, 100%.
And I've been toying with that idea for a while, getting those. I may have to do it.
This is Eric from Wisconsin,
Wisconsin.
Minnie.
Eric
And
from
his
Wisconsin.
Eric from Wisconsin.
Ooh,
Becker
look, wait,
Mao
they-
is
they-
his Instagram.
they can't see it, guys.
yo, but that right there, the freeze frame that you have right now, he should just turn that into a logo. Like
There
right
you
there,
go.
just like
Oh.
the bar bend, like how jacked he looks.
Yeah,
Just like a-
Nolan, how
like a-
could you? This man
Like
could fight the entirety of the of the Earth's protection force here.
Dude, he has some good posters. It was Army of Darkness, not.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
And then Judge
Yeah,
Dredd
And
with
he's got
Stallone.
Judge Dredd. That's sick too.
Oh, this is so good.
But yeah, I feel like
Okay.
right now, if you just make that like a silhouette, just make that like a silhouette logo, and it would be like perfect. Just like the bar bend.
Omni Man, indeed. I think both his squat and his deadlift were the same weight.
Oh, were they really?
I think.
let me double check.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
if just judging by the weight that he had on the rack still when he was squatting, I don't know if he has much more weight than that.
Yeah,
So maybe this was-
495. 495
no, I'm
for
just saying,
squat
like-
and dead, and 300. Like he's like you have a limited amount of plates to pick up,
Yeah.
and it looks like the first two there are bumpers.
Mhm.
To
Yes,
probably
it's hard
for
to
floor
tell. The
protection.
quality is not the best.
Yeah.
I mean, the quality of the lifting is immaculate, and the
Oh,
outfit
yes, the
too.
video.
Slay, Mister. Slay.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Oh, dude, he does have mini-esque amount of bars over there as well.
Mhm.
Look at
Just
all
Look
the
at
kind of
all
bars.
glancing.
Yeah, we got a trap bar. We have the long-handled safety squat bar. He's lifting on a deadlift bar right now. He had a football bar earlier in the squat rack that we could see. Looks like a yoke or some farmer's handles over here.
I don't know where your point. Where you see this?
Right underneath the.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
underneath.
entirely sure. You kind of see the little pokey thing.
Yeah.
It could also be a
This is-
frame for like frame deads. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
There's a lot of things happening. He's got a. In case he forgets, there's how to squat.
Here's
Chart
what a
here.
squat does. Yeah.
Good.
Do this.
Seems like-
Go ahead.
Oh, I would just say it just seems like a bad place for that one because I think his rack is not facing that in any way. He's in the middle of squatting and forgets
He's
forgets
well
what he's doing.
beyond.
He's like shit.
He's well beyond the point of tips mid lift. He's like, I have to put it over here. I'll get distracted by reviewing
go.
my chart and my notes. It's closed
So-
book testing only.
We have miniature action Jesus in chat, and he says that's a Bells of Steel belt squat, Ben. It's not a. Yeet.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
In
belt
Source, he
squat
has one.
is a great piece of accessory for lower body lifting. It lets you lock in a belt, and so it takes away a lot of the pressure from your shoulders and your spine because all
Mm-hmm.
of the weight is located on your pelvis instead.
That's a
So
okay.
did
If
we
you guys
get a
look at his
confirmation on the
platform
weight?
too.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rocket.
oh, the platform he's deadlifting. So interesting for the deadlift platform he's on because usually people put like rubber underneath like where the
Mm.
weight falls. But I'm very surprised at how stable that is because when he sets the weight down, it barely moves, flexes, or anything,
Mhm.
Yeah, and he has
which
the
is
bumper
very
weights here
interesting.
too, so it's kind of acting
Yeah,
like the rubber.
Well, I'd say
yeah.
usually the rubber is what kind of contributes to the bounce too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the rubber on those, so a lot of
I just
times
meant
if you
the platform itself isn't
Mhm.
moving. It's a very stable platform, which is
Right.
amazing.
Yeah. I'm saying when you're building a platform, if you do have access to your composite board, and what we usually use would be like horse stall mats, you can
Yep.
alternate those a couple layers to help deaden the thing. Because if it's just mat on top of mat on top of mat, then you might have a little more bounce and jiggle than you mean to have.
Hmm. A
Hmm.
little bounce and jiggle. Ayo.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know about you guys, but I felt like we kind of just ran through Rocket Fit's segment. We lost Rocket Fit.
Wait,
There he is.
sorry, my bad. My shoe's untied. I was like, what is going on here?
um,
Wait, we're already done?
you were already done with your segment, dude. That
Oh
was
shit,
so
that was
fast.
fun. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Actually wasn't prepared. I looked up at the time and I was like, oh, we actually have to bring on our next guests. Mr. Rocket Fit,
Oh
before
yes,
we get
sir.
everything set up for our next guest and take our much needed 5 minute break, because Ben and I need it,
Hmm.
um, can you please tell the people where they can find you and some of
Yes.
the cool events that you're going to be doing?
Yeah. So again, my name is Rocket Fit. Just one word, Rocket Fit. You can find me here on Twitch at Rocket Fit. Really, I don't really care about my Instagram or any of my other social media stuff. Just come to my stream, come hang out. Again, I stream my scheduled streams are Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I do stream other days too. That's just my like 100% every week. I'm going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then usually at least one weekend day. This weekend again is really big. We're celebrating Veterans Day and honoring veterans by raising money for a great veterans charity called the Fisher House, which
Mm-hmm.
builds multifamily comfort homes near VA medical centers and military hospitals so that veterans and their families have somewhere to stay free of charge while the veteran or their family member are in the hospital undergoing procedures. Um, it's a really great cause. It's an amazing foundation, and they do a lot of good work to help benefit veterans and their families during their like worst times, right? I mean, a lot of people don't realize like when you think of veterans, I mean, you think of like studs like me, right? But a lot of guys, there's
Sorry.
veterans of like Vietnam, World War II, Korea, that are getting up there in age and are having to go undergo like serious medical procedures, just because of their health, not necessarily directly related to their military service. And being able to provide like housing. A lot of times, if you live like luckily I live in San Diego, right? There's like VA hospitals here. It's very like easily accessible. But if you live in like the Midwest, there's not VA hospitals all over the place, and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of times you have to travel, several hours to get undergo procedures, and it's really beneficial to have somewhere where you and your family can stay while you're there and not have to pay for that out of pocket because a lot of times the VA won't. So. If you guys feel so inclined, if you guys got a couple extra dollars kicking around, it would be really much appreciated. If just swing by my stream any point this weekend, I will be on again from 7 a.m. tomorrow to 7 p.m. Celebrating my birthday, and we'll be raising money there as well. But it'd be really appreciated anything you guys can donate and help support that. Otherwise, I don't think I got anything else other special going on, but hopefully we can hit our goal. I think I just streamed for 3 hours yesterday. And we raised like $500 already, so I think we're doing
Whoa.
pretty good. Um, Hopefully we can hit a little over 1,000 or something by the end of the day. So yeah,
Cool. Well, Rocket, thank you for coming on, man. Like I said, it's always a blast to have you here. Um, I will say it, guys. Rocket Fit's one of the few fitness streamers that I actually consistently watch. He's a really, really good guy. He's very upbeat. His streams are always fun. And if you're struggling to get motivation to hit the gym, go check out his stream beforehand. It will definitely get you in the mood to go and lift some weights.
Oh yeah.
Ben and I, we're going to take a little breather while we set up our next guests. It's multiple guests. It's the first time ever we've done this on the Garage Gym Competition commentary live stream. We're working on the name still. So we're gonna take a little breather, and we'll be back at 11:30. So 4 minutes. Ben, you
Oh
ready to take a little
God,
breather?
I need to use the restroom so
Okay.
bad. I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, we're
Hey,
transitioning.
that's
Bye, guys.
good. Oh.